Hey guys, it's Violet, and I'm playing Black Desert on day 3 of my preparation for making the Epheria Sailboat. And right now I'm just cooking up some oatmeal for my workers. And I usually do oatmeal just because it recovers 5 worker stamina. I know a lot of people just stick with making beer because you get more XP and more CP. And that makes sense, but for me, making oatmeal works, so that's what I do. I'm in my little shack of a house at Felros Dirt Farm um, outside of Calfian because I needed something that had a fireplace in it for a little extra light. I can't stand all the housing in Calfian and how dark it is, and so yeah, this is my little house where I make stuff when I'm over on this side of the world. Okay, so let's see. I always go out the wrong door. Yep, see, wrong door. So we'll start heading over to Florin because I wanted to show you what the pine trees look like. In my first video, um, I had said that pine trees have what looks like moss growing on them, but it occurred to me later that actually there's a lot of pine trees up north that don't look anything like the pine trees in the southern half of the map. So I thought that was something I better show in case that's confusing for anybody who's chopping wood up north. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and just sort of auto ride over because I need to check on my workers and see how things are going. And I need to feed them and set them up for more activities. So we'll just kind of get past some of the farms here. Okay. Actually, so yeah, I need to look at the workers first. And it looks like my Epheria workers, so in the last video I talked about how I wanted to level up the 2 new workers that I got. I got the skilled human worker and the giant worker. So yeah, I moved everything over to Epheria, and then I promptly forgot to set them up to do anything. So yeah, so this morning when I got up I had to get them going, but the good news is that Mr. Skilled Human Worker has reached level 2 within, you know, let's see, about half of his workload, so that worked out pretty well. And then the giant worker, you know, he's still level 1, he's working on steel right now. But I need to get my guys ready for um, gathering the materials that I need. So, I want to start with Velia. I need to feed my professional dude. Here, have the last of the beer, and have some oatmeal. Let's get you going. And he's going to start on, what's he going to start on? Iron. And then I've got the guy in Keplin, and he needs to start on more coal. Pretty sure I have a decent amount of coal in Keplin and I could start moving some stuff around, but you know, the key here is going to be staying on top of production. Now, I don't think I have the node for flax anymore because I've made a lot of flax. So what I'm going to do is I have an artisan giant worker in Heidel, and let's just look at the map here. Let's see what I've got going on. Yeah, see, I don't have Moretti anymore. So, crap. Okay, so I'm gonna invest in Moretti, and then you know what this is gonna be. Gotta go out to the islands and steal some more contribution points. Yeah, that sucks. That's okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna take... Yeah, I'll take this one off. Okay. So now I'll go back down to Moretti. And I'm on the wrong side of the map. There we go. And we'll invest in flax farming, which is nice because now I can send my artisan giant worker over. I'm going to change this so that he has 33 times of gathering. Start work, and off you go. Cool. So that's going. Now we'll go up to Coastal Cave and start iron. So Valia, worker in Valia, we're going to get him up to max attempts and start work. Okay? And then last but not least, we need to go down to Keplen and start this guy. Skilled giant worker. Get me some coal, please. Start work. Alright, so that should be everything. Coal and iron make steel, and flax makes the flax fabric. So we're still working on pine, and right now pine and logs, and like I said, I'm basically doing this one on my own. So go ahead and park here and just start going to town on these pine trees. Okay, so like I said, in the first video I showed pine trees as having moss. They were dark and they have moss. These pine trees look like, in my opinion, they look like birch trees. I'm not really sure why they changed them. And look at this, somebody's been in here just going to town on the pine. Oh, this could be interesting. We might have to switch channels and see if we can find one where we can actually chop some pine down. Okay, so where am I right now? I am over by the Mask Owls, just north of Florin. This whole area here is a ton of pine. It's just a ton of pine. It's really easy to get them here if you're high enough level and you are not going to be aggroing these Mask Owl mobs. So basically anything over, I don't know, 51, 52, and you should be okay. If you are not that high of a level, then, you know, you can do the outskirts, but yeah, they're kind of everywhere, so I would say be careful about that. So we're going to go ahead and change channels. We'll go over to, yeah, we'll just go up to Valia 1. And that should do the trick, hopefully. The other thing that I realized last night when I was looking at all of my materials kind of spread out all over the world, I do have a ton of flax fabric. I can never say that right. And I have it in Heidel, but I'm using it. So I think if I have time, I'm going to make more. Let's just put on the gathering outfit before I forget, because I will. And I'm also going to go ahead and take some fig pie, again, to increase the chance of getting better items. So that's going to be good. Well, let's see here. There we go. I have my magic axe, so we're going to go ahead and just start chopping away. Yeah, so again, this is unlike the place that I was in southern Serendia in the first video. There's a lot of pine trees here, and they're very close together, so it's really nice. It's a good place. And I should just show. See, I got a pine plank there because my gathering level is high, and because I believe because of the fig pie and the higher item drop rate. If you're a lower level in gathering and you're not using any buffs, you'll probably only get, you know, like 1 or 2 pine timbers, and or you'll maybe not get any pine at all. Sometimes trees just drop the logs, and that can be very frustrating. So, something to keep in mind. Also, oh, I should also point out, the magic axe, that's actually a huge part of why I'm getting good drops from these trees is because of the magic axe. So let's look at that again. So the magic axe, it says gathering tool used to help cut wood efficiently, increases luck when gathering, and it also decreases your gathering time by 11 seconds. You have to be skilled 5 or higher to use it, and it has 250 durability, so that's pretty good. How do you get the magic axe? Well, you can get it from the marketplace, although it's not up there very often, so it's just magic lumber axe. Yeah, it costs you about 400k, and it's rarely up. The other way you can get it is by doing some Imperial seals. So unfortunately for the magic axe, it is the shiny golden seal Imperial training. So 2 of these seals will get you 1 magic lumbering axe, but the way you get these seals is by training up a horse to level 15 and then selling it to um, the horse vendors. So, and it's really it's tricky because for somebody like me, I don't like to level a horse and then sell it off. I want to level a horse, you know, to level 30 and breed it and then exchange it. Um, so I don't really have horses to spare for these kinds of seals. So generally, I just check the marketplace quite a bit. Um, and if there's a magic lumber axe that goes up, I buy it. You can obviously use steel axes or the, what are they, the shining something axe. And those work fine, but again, I think I get a better drop with the magic axe and with the fig pie, so that's what I use. I was just coming up here to see if there's, if it's possible for lower level people to kind of outskirt this, yeah, maybe. I guess there aren't a lot of mobs up in this area. I also wonder, maybe we could go across and see if there's more pine, across the way, because if you go up here, this is just the ridge, up, between Florin and Olvia, and there's a lot of, ore and stuff. Oh, well that's weird, why, somebody must have picked it. Yeah, it's silver. So, sorry, I have to get that, because, yeah, I'm collecting lots and lots of silver. But yeah, you'll find lots of different ores and stuff up in this area. There's also some horses to train up above Florin and stuff, but no trees really. Lots of herbs, lots of flowers and things like that, but really no trees. So, but maybe on the other side, maybe we'll just make our way over and check it out. It is much more forested on the other side of the mask owls. So the mask owls are, kind of in this little valley, and there's a road going right down the center. Also, I'm wearing the Orwin costume that I made, and I did purchase a costume exchange coupon with real money. Yeah, okay, so it looks to be about the same situation up there. It's all kind of rockish type area. But again, it might be possible to come and get some of these pine trees and not aggro the mask owls. But what I was saying about the Orwin costume is I love it because once you purchase the coupon, then it becomes like a Pearl store, costume. So I can wear it and then also have my gathering uniform on. And the Orwin costume, along with a few other of the costumes you can create, have extra movement speed. So for me, that's really nice. I like to wear it when I gather because I can move faster and kind of just jump from tree to tree. as you can see there are a lot more trees around here, but also as you can see there's a lot that have already been chopped. So I think most people go to places where it's tightly packed, so sometimes it's nice to go somewhere a little quieter even if they're further apart. Still trying to kind of figure out how much pine I should be gathering every day. I think the answer is as much as possible, but I also have other things I do in the game all day, and you know, I can't spend a whole lot of time doing this, so I still may decide to connect a node and get the pine, you know, from a worker as well. It's probably a good idea. But as I've said before too, it's also really important to get those logs, so you know your log rate is kind of small. So log rate? That doesn't make any sense. So we'll try to get to 100 here, and then oh nice, another plank. Then we'll take a quick look at the warehouse in Epheria and see how we're doing. Alright, so we're at 107 and almost 50 logs, so that's pretty good. So let's just take a quick look at Epheria and see how we're doing in the warehouse here. So I did move, okay, so I did move all of the standard timber squares over that I had created, you know, before I started doing the videos. And I also have, you know, some more pine and some more logs there. But I think that, you know, excluding what I have in my inventory, that's pretty much all I have. So there's going to have to be a lot of work to be done here. I have 127 planks, and I've made 15 plywood. It's almost ridiculous how much stuff we need. Again, we need 1,500 plywood, and I have 15, so yikes, this is really going to be a long haul. I moved some coal and I made some melted iron shards and moved those over too, so obviously I have a worker working on steel. I plan on making a lot of that myself. I moved over the little bit of flax and flax thread that I had in the warehouse at Heidel, just kind of left over. And again, I have flax fabric in the warehouse. I think I have like 400 or 500 of it, and I only need 6, so is it 6? Maybe 8, I don't know. It's a lot. And I'm gonna have to, you know, take these mushrooms and probably put them, I don't know, maybe Kepler or something. I'm not doing anything with them yet, so I'll clean up this warehouse and we'll get it going. But yeah, we got a long ways to go. So I think for the next video, I'll talk a little bit about you know, the flax situation, and also I still need to explore whether or not to get Amity with that the guy that sells the ship parts, so, or the ship designs. So definitely want to take a look at that. But for now, I think I'll call it a day, and I'll see you on the next video.